After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. We've made it, we have made it. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, bringing you coverage of the Super Bowl. It's almost surreal when you take in the atmosphere, isn't it? It's the magnificent spectacle that surrounds this game each and every February. And at the center of it, the best team from both conferences who fought all season long for the honor of playing here tonight.
And you know what's beautiful about this stage, Kate? These teams who meet the Super Bowl each and every year, we've learned this. They're not always the most talented team in the league. They're the two who never buckled under the pressure, never let the moment become too big. You know what I love to say? They're the ones that didn't just play with one another, they played for one another. And I can't wait, you can't wait, the world can't wait to see which team truly earns the right to raise that Lombardi and call themselves a champion.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Chased out to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Intercepted in the end zone. And he's out in the clear. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Finds his man, Waddle. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Buys time, rolling right. He's got Khalil Shakir. On the move, past the 40. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're running the option, short side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's got it! Touchdown, Minnesota! Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He fires. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
On second down, it's Hubbard. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Back to throw, it's Lance. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he's out of bounds past midfield.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue to score.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's on the move. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They run again with Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Throwing is Lance. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Prater adds the PAT. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. He gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going for it again. Bouncing football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. The Bills trailing in the early going. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. Pass cut by Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Has it down close. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but going to be out at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Tracy. Scores. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a 1-score game before halftime. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Lance. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Now Prater on to send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. On 1st down, it's Richardson. He's on the move. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Tony now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Richardson. Got a man, it's Bigsby. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw here from Richardson. That's completed right side. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Hubbard off the option. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jarvarius Ward brings him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Hubbard again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back now, pressure on its way. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air, Lance. Brought in close to the 8. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. Has his man, it's Tracy. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes out to the left. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make. Couldn't connect on 1st.
second down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll throw again, Richardson. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
He got just enough of that one to make it count. Anything less, and that falls short. From that distance, though, you don't really care. You'll take the field goal no matter how it looks.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Back to throw. It's Lance. This finds home. Complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to get the Vikings the first down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Still going past the 40. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Shotgun now on third down. He has the first over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Here's a give to Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing off the play fake here. Buys time, rolling. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Now it's Lance. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tony now to return it. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. To throw, Richardson. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Looking slant route, complete. And they get to him and touch him down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And the Vikings going to the dime package here. 3rd down coming up. Now Richardson to throw. He's got time here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He lets a heater go deep middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Carlson now to add 1 more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Hubbard running left. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Vikings put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And the Kings of the North are now Kings of the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings are Super Bowl champions. To the podium, Commissioner Roger Goodell to award that Lombardi Trophy to the Minnesota Vikings, your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a wrap on another incredible year of NFL coverage here on EA Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here, Mr. Brock Heward. Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New Orleans.